Who wants to start? We take the... have a name on your group so we easily identify you. Just a name. So now, a tip for the Euro to understand, don't be too long, yeah? Sell, communicate, short, fun, strong, powerful. Please, you. Okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to introduce you to your family holiday recharge pod. This will recharge you in every respect. Just what you need when you're in sunny Pembrokeshire and you need to recharge your phone. Or your dog needs some water because it's getting hot and sweaty. We will provide fresh water for your dog to be able to have refreshment. So our family holiday recharge pod will make all the difference to your holiday with something for everyone. A place to, as I say, recharge your phones. The pod itself is sustainable because it's being powered by wind turbine. It's recharging in terms of reusing a community resource, so these are redundant buildings. Recharge yourself, giving information about the area that you're visiting, and you can contribute to that so that others may be recharged as they come and visit the pod at a later point. It enables you to recharge the biodiversity in the area because actually you'll be able to identify when you've found really interesting things that you want to make note of through the app and the electronic system inside the pod. And finally, it's a recharge for the community because each of these pods will be community owned. There'll be a community interest company with a franchise model being developed. So that resources will come back into the community. So we're using everything and giving you a great time at the same time.
Okay, next, please. Okay. Please, anybody? Okay, go for it.
Nobody cares about me. Nobody's interested in me. They don't care if I've got a future. They don't care what I do. We do. We do. We can give you a future. We can give you something to get up for in the morning. What if I told you your next door neighbour, the person that lives with you, the person that's down the street, can actually help to develop your life? And that's what we intend doing. Is by keeping everything local, by keeping everything within the community, by setting up a cooperative bank, by making sure that you have incentives in order to reinvest, in order to bring back into the community and to develop your community. Would you like that? Would you? Yeah. Would you like that? Yeah. Would you like that? I know I would. Yeah. So I don't know about you, but I suggest you have a chat with me afterwards and I can definitely make your future better.
Thank you. Right. Okay, next. Number next. Please.
There's an acting course.
Don't panic. Don't panic about musculoskeletal disorders, because there is no need with a well-being workstation. Whether you are an employer, employing people, you're worried about them suing you because they've got a bad back. Whether you're an employee, you're worried about the fact you have got a bad back and your employer doesn't understand. Whichever, this is the product for you. Worried? Dare I say panic? Worried about weight gain? Worried about whether you're fit enough? This workstation allows you to stand up as you work. Standing up, standing still, doing nothing, is a form of exercise and burns calories. You don't need to go to the gym, you just need to go to work. And instantly you will be fitter and healthier. Worried about your phone ringing when you're at work? This workstation will switch it off for you sensing when you don't want to take calls, and put it back on when you do. When you want to do a little bit of Facebook, when you want to do a little bit of tweeting, the phone will come on because this machine is driven by sensing your mood. It's driven through magic cloth that sits on your clothing, senses exactly who you are, where you are, because it can tune into you, it understands you. When you go to a workstation, if you're one of these awful hot desking places, as soon as you go there, it will recognize you and adjust to you. So, don't panic. Just remember that this is the machine that will make you feel better. But I did forget its sustainability. Because this little machine, believe it or not, has very, very low energy design. So it only takes one little Jack Russell in one little wheel underneath to power it. And also, should you get hungry, because if you're losing weight with all this exercise, you will get a little nibbly, on your desk is a little seed tray growing food for you as you work. And the team name, by the way, so you can record it, is Bloody Brilliant.
Next. Plague, disease, pestilence. It's Ireland today. Are you waiting for St. Patrick to come back to rid us of these rats? St. Patrick, St. Smatrick. You need Sir Jack. Introducing Sir Jack Attack Disease Elimination Program. Download the app-based educational program on Apple or Android. Collect your Rescue Jack from your local pound along with your family-orientated Jack Attack training guide. Watch your letterbox for the patented Sir Jack Attack mood-activated armoured coat with optional obesity-lowering activity manual. We'll even make you money. Create your own revenue stream by selling your used rats back to us for redistribution. We can only allow one Sir Jack Attack per household, so get yours now before the rats get you. Okay, next please.
I can't follow that. Sustainability isn't a game. By 2050, we'll have reached peak oil, sea levels will have risen at nearly 2 metres, population explosion and food shortages. So what we'd like to offer you is a model village that we would like to create, and it would be a research education centre that can be used as a model around the world really. If it works for us, then you can all tap in and see. We would have an education centre, food co-op, cooking, nutrition, we'd be teaching the schools, teaching the kids, get immigration, people with different skills to come in, teach skills that we've forgotten and lost. There'd be research associated with that on how we can improve. It'd be a tourism hub. People would come and see how we're working, and we'd be able to share all of that knowledge through radio and through apps, and you could all tap in and see what's working for us. Part of the whole kind of de-stressing side of it, of course, is that we could wear the clothing, and as we are seeing stress levels are rising, we could hop over to the holistic centre that's on site, and Ashley and her team could step in and help with the kind of feng shui and the relaxation side of things. And of course, we could have the option of jewellery, bracelets to help keep our diets and obesity problems at bay. And have I got anything else? I think that's pretty much.
Great, thank you. So who else?
Yeah, we're going.
Okay,
Okay, the business is,
stand up.
the business promotes the iGo app. The tagline is Glow for Gold. It's a pedometer that records activity and exercise in schools, and the pedometer is shaped, it's been designed
Like,
by...
the pedometer is shaped like an ice cream cone holder, because the problem I identified from the newspaper was Sarah Phillips couldn't look after her child and eat a cone at the same time. So combining them together, she's trying to get healthy. We're eating eating ice cream. So we're going to have healthy ice cream in our cone holders. The cone holder then is going to go onto the wrist as a pedometer for the child, and it's going to create a competition for the child and the children in schools. And it's going to be designed by Alice.
Yeah, I think you've covered.
Thank you.
And yeah, it's going to be a healthy ice cream, and basically they have to work off their calories before they earn their ice cream.
Thank you. So are everybody ready? So the jury will talk for a few minutes, yeah? And I end my presentation. Thank you for coming today, and you have to forget me for being a little delayed. I tend to talk too much. But this is a picture of what we don't want us to be, one among every other, person, like the penguins, thousands of the same. We want to stand out as entrepreneurs. And I wanted to talk about a little today on social entrepreneurship, but I'll talk about that tomorrow. The social entrepreneur, how we are involved of changing nations and societies in the same way as we do, the other business. Let's see what happened here. Right. So you can't build a reputation on what you are going to do. That was Henry Ford saying that. So I suggest tonight that you put some notes in your book about what we learned today. We'll talk about that tomorrow. To bring something with you, so you can walk on water. I have what I talk about in Sweden is often everybody wants to go to heaven, but few want to die. It has to do with everybody wants everything, but they don't want to pay the price. You don't want to pay the price for the values. But I believe if you're willing to pay the price, you will be successful. So everybody wants to go to heaven, few want to die. What do you want? Thank you.
We come in here, so we've got an escape route.
So the fifth, but start with the fifth. That's the key rings.
Key rings.
Fifth place is the
Fifth
key
prize.
ring.
Fifth place is the holiday recharge pod.
So please.
Can we get your key rings? Come on.
There we are.
Fourth prize.
That's cups.
There's the cups. There's the cups. Nobody cares about me. Nobody cares. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Right, okay, thank you very much.
Third prize. Third prize is Don't Panic, the Wellbeing Workstation. Is that the Wellbeing Workstation? Second prize was the Glow for Gold pedometer.
You get matchmakers?
And the first prize for plague, disease and pestilence was Sir Jack.
Well, maybe that might cheer you up.
Absolutely. So we're due to start about 7 o'clock 4.